Hello everyone, I'm Pat Kupo, and we're looking at the MiniLab 3 from Arturia, a mighty little MIDI keyboard packed with valuable and creative features. For more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and ding the notification bell to know immediately when new content comes out. France-based Arturia offers a wide-ranging product line, including hardware synthesizers, software instruments and effects, audio interfaces, and MIDI controllers. They also have an impressive library of sounds and preset packs with free and paid options. Short of making their own DAW, Arturia has you covered for your exploration into sound. MiniLab 3, the anticipated follow-up to MiniLab MK II, is a compact MIDI keyboard with 25 velocity-sensitive slim keys, 2 banks of 8 multicolor velocity and pressure-sensitive pads, 8 multifunction encoders, 4 multifunction faders, a surprisingly helpful MIDI display with a browser control encoder, pitch bend and modulation touch strips, Octave Buttons, hold and chord modes, an onboard editable arpeggiator, a shift button for layers of control, a USB-C port, a control input, and a 5-pin DIN MIDI output. I personally own MK II and will be switching to MiniLab 3 almost solely based on the inclusion of the USB-C port and MIDI output. The first thing you should do with the MiniLab 3 is to install the latest firmware. This is done through Arturia's own MIDI Control Center. It's easy enough, follow the instructions on their website. Using the MiniLab 3 with Analog Lab V, Arturia's flagship plugin for hosting all of their virtual instruments, was an intuitive and enjoyable experience. I could easily browse through the Analog Lab presets with the MiniLab 3's display and clickable browser knob, and then I could manually tweak presets with the knobs and faders at my fingertips. If you're the type of music producer that likes to browse through presets and make them your own, you'll be very happy with the MiniLab 3 because it's designed to streamline this exact workflow. If you own Arturia's V collection of instruments, you already have many sounds to work with. But if you're just starting out, no matter what genre you're into, MiniLab 3 comes bundled with great software to get you going. Now, let's see the MiniLab 3 in action, starting with its integration with Analog Lab V. The 8 pads all have icons indicating their shift functionality. Pad 3 allows you to shift between DAW Integration and controlling Analog Lab. When controlling Analog Lab, the display shows the currently selected preset, which category that preset is in, and if the arpeggiator is on. Turning the browser knob will scroll through the presets of the Explore tab in Analog Lab, and pressing the encoder will select a new preset. When a preset is selected, the knobs, sliders, and touch strips become sound design tools. The 4 knobs are macros controlling various parameters. When you turn a knob, the macro name and value are displayed while you move it. The bottom 4 knobs are dedicated to audio effects. Knobs 5 and 6 are usually chorus and phasers, sometimes distortion, and knobs 7 and 8 are delay and reverb. Next, the sliders are mapped to the master EQ and master volume of the current preset. Sliders 1, 2, and 3 are bass, mid, and treble, respectively, and slider 4 is for volume. The modulation touch strip is set to control one main timbre shaping parameter, and the pitch bend touch strip usually bends the pitch up or down by 2 semitones. By holding Shift and pressing Pad 1, you can turn the onboard arpeggiator on and off. If you hold Shift and then press and hold Pad 1, you enter a mode where you can see all of the arpeggiator settings and change them with the knobs. Here, you can turn the arpeggiator on and off, select the arpeggiator mode, which has all the usual suspects, select the division of the arpeggio, set a swing amount, set the gate length of the MIDI notes, decide to use the internal clock or the clock message sent from an external source such as your DAW, and set how many octaves the arpeggio will cover. That's a lot of control on a little package, and it's easy to use with the new display. Hold mode is straightforward. If you want to free up your hands to focus on some sound design, press the hold button, play some keys, and those notes will be sustained. Chord Mode has to be my favorite new addition to MiniLab 3 because I am not a great keyboard player. Hold down Shift and press the Hold button to enter Chord Mode, where you can program a chord to be memorized and then play it with a single key. For example, you can program a minor 7th chord with the 7th in the bass, 1 key at a time, and then you're ready to build a house chord progression. Also of note is that you can use the Octave buttons to program a widely spaced chord voicing. The octave buttons can transpose the keyboard up and down by 4 octaves, and you can see where you are on the display. And as a cool bonus, if you hold Shift and press an octave button, you can transpose the keyboard by semitones. Quickly, I wanted to mention how amazing the DAW integration is with the MiniLab 3. I have Mark II and I always had issues, but those are gone in this new model. Looking at pads 4 through 8, those are dedicated to the transport control of your DAW. And yes, you can most definitely take control of instruments, effects, track and mixer parameters, etc. So if DAW control is your thing, check out the MiniLab 3 manual to learn how to set it up. In preparing for this video, I noticed that I hadn't looked at the computer monitor for a while when playing the MiniLab 3. That's a good sign if you ask me, because it really felt like I was playing an instrument. Arturia's MiniLab 3 is currently $109 here in the US, and it can be bought from most major music retailers across the globe. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Again, I'm Pat Kupo here for Attack Magazine. I'll see you next time.